Good evening, YouTube. Welcome to this week's episode of the Wednesday Waffle. As you can see, we are still in Windsor, but yeah, bloody good to see you. Maybe this will be the last time I say next week we'll be in Birmingham in the office. Let's see. But yeah, so thank you for tuning in as always, and as I do each week, I'm now going to start talking to Instagram and TikTok. Instagram's just loading up, so if you've been here a couple of times, you know, if you support British manufacturing, give that subscribe button a little tickle, give us a like and a comment, and let us know what you're thinking. Let us know what you think about the hats, the ever controversial, who have we got here? The first man in, the biggest gay in Wales. No, I'm joking, Jack. Good evening, and the British business, the bottom line. So, good evening, everyone. Welcome to this week's episode of the Wednesday Waffle. It is, of course, the point of the week. I bloody hurt my ankle at the moment. I'm in a running competition with sort of suppose you call him one of my business advisors, and I'm well ahead of him. Is your smocks any good for shooting, mate? Yeah, bloody right. If you go back to scroll down to January, there's a video of me testing it out at the clay shoot. So yeah, I had a very good time, first time out shooting clays. So yeah, bloody bob on. Make sure you take that chewing gum out this time. I haven't got any chewing gum in this week, RB Club. You've got some great looking jackets. Thank you, hellos Paul. I was in the field Saturday. Bloody good to hear. Oh, were you really? And how did you get on, Max? Yeah, so this is of course the point in the week where I tell everyone what's been going on. TikTok. If you're new here, you know, any comments you put on, I will be answering as we're going through. So basically, now then, Leon, been a couple of weeks, hope you're doing well. Now then, Liam, good day. Hey, your brother's on TikTok. So yeah, so without further ado, let's get into it. We are, of course, still here in Windsor. As I said last week, we should be exchanging contracts very soon. Someone broke their leg. It was good, someone broke their leg. Oh, okay, well that doesn't sound very good. But yeah, oi oi. So the Thursday and Friday, or Thursday last week, sorry, not a great deal happened. But Friday we had lots of fun. And somebody got sent home from throwing in an old L9AA2 grenade. Well, there you go. Be careful. Friday I went into London because I was invited to the HR podcast. Now when that releases, what was quite different about this one to ones that I've been on in the past, we really got into the weeds of my military career. You know, so when that comes out, if you want to really hear about me as a young guardsman and some of the stuff I got up to, it's a really good way to really find out more about me. Can we get some sizing videos of various body types, heights and with and without layering? Yeah, you can actually. So as I've just been saying, we're sort of in the middle of getting ready to move, and then we're going to badminton. But absolutely, when I'm at badminton, my brother is like 6 foot odd, 19.5 stone. He's one of the coaches at Leicester Tigers. So I'll get a video with him, I'll get a video with me, I'll get a video with Ruth, and I'll get a video with my mum. So we can do a bit of a size comparison across the 4 body types. So Andy, thanks for bringing that out, because no one has ever actually asked that. So that's a very good idea. Liz, did you hear that? No. Someone said, can we do a sizing video, various body types, heights, and with and without layering, etc. Layering, VIDEI, or do that at badminton with Mum, Sam, and you. Thank you, Andy, mate. Look out when we're at badminton in a few weeks' time, and we'll do exactly that. I've put my notebook to the side, and I need it to read off what we're getting up to. So yeah, so went to London to film the HR podcast. That was really good, chatting away with Hugh. There's some quite controversial questions came up and I answered them as best as I could. Would you ever look at sponsoring professional athletes? So I'm sponsored all out at the moment, but send me a message, tell me exactly what you're thinking and we can talk, Kieran. After that I went and pawned my silver in Hatton Garden, I don't know if you've ever been to Hatton Garden selling metals. It is quite an experience. You get like approached by people on the street, like, got any silver, got any gold to sell, mate? It was like dealing bloody drugs, except for it wasn't. Very odd. And that was purely so I didn't take any money out of the business. So I was sat there with literal money sat in metal upstairs, and I thought, right, let's just get rid of all this. Hey, Mark, how you doing? What you got on, bud? So we've got the 8-panel hat on, which is, as I say, the most controversial hat of the year. So it's got, this one has got top stitching on it, so it can sort of fold inwards, outwards, any way you wanted, and it just sort of gives it a different look. So you can find these at lockwoodsmocks.com, and we've got them with top stitch and without. Are you going to 3 Counties show? We're not, Spudman. We're going to the East Anglian Game Fair this weekend. We're at the Royal Norfolk, so we might see you there again. And then we're at the Game Fair and Bath and West show. We're actually going to be moving up to Birmingham, hopefully next week, so we'll be like 45 minutes away from you. Could you elaborate on controversial cues you said you dealt with? Did you dislike the interview? No, I didn't dislike the interview. I liked it very much, but there was certain questions that got asked of me that I just think I shouldn't answer while I'm in the military, but I think I sort of answered them in a way that was, you know, because technically I'm still a soldier until the 30th of June, so I think I answered them in a way that was politically correct, let's just say that. But it's the H-Hour podcast, so you'll see that when it comes out in a couple of weeks. Would you guys make shooting vests? Max, it's very much in the pipeline. Might have to get the old barber coat out and have some. It looks like it's out of a Goodies sketch. I know what you're trying to write there, Goonies sketch, but at least type correctly. You're gonna try and give me some crap, mate. But yeah, Spudman, we're moving to Brierley Hill, just south of Dudley. So I think you're just across the way, so I have to come over and get a spud from the OG spot. So that was Friday. And then Saturday, we got word that the event that we were planning on attending was not a good one, and wouldn't have really suited our brand. So we took the opportunity to get to the storage unit and have a good sort out in preparation for the move, in preparation for badminton, in preparation for Royal Windsor Horse Show. So yeah, you know, and Ruth loves a good organise and a sort out. So, you know, what better way to treat the missus than taking her to your storage unit for a Saturday. Yeah, up the Tigers. I'm guessing you heard that bit about my brother. He was, he's from what I understand, he's doing really well on the coaching staff there. You know, I wasn't speaking. I was speaking to him the other week, but Mum told me when she was speaking to him, he said that he was in a room making decisions with coaches that he sort of looked up to as heroes as he was up and coming through the ranks when he was with Newcastle Falcons. So that was pretty bloody a proud moment for him, and you know, my brother is bloody killing it. How do you get in touch with Hugh and any other podcasts you'll be doing? So it's the H-Hour podcast. Basically look them up. What's Lockwood Smocks? Good day, Mr. Matt Holland. So Lockwood Smocks is a fully British-made clothing brand that absolutely whoops your ass in running competitions. We make all in the UK, and even though our ankle is knackered, we push through the pain and keep on going anyway. So to those of you on TikTok, my a good friend of mine and advisor is trying to give me some. Is it better than China? Yeah, baby, British made, homegrown, all day long. If you don't know, get to know. I followed your Deliveroo page. What? Follow my Deliveroo page? Yeah, so that was Saturday, and then Sunday, you know, I used to come across bullies in my younger days in the military as a guardsman, as a lance corporal. Do you know, do any well-known organisations or people support your company? HR4K have got behind me. And although we get approached quite often to be in shows, when I was delivering back in thingy, yeah. But yeah, I basically, on this guy's, who just put "you enjoy being on top temporarily," he basically said to me, look, you know, if you go into a shop with someone like me, we'll just discount your stuff at the end of season. So I did not want that happening, so I don't go into any shops really. But HR4K, ran by Ben Garwood, ex Special Air Service or 22 SAS, approached me saying that he'd been watching us and wanted to come see the quality to see if it matched what it looked like online, and then asked me if he could have my stuff in his shop. There was no way I could say no. So yeah, and then do any well-known organisations or people? But yeah, I mean, not people that would be well-known publicly, but I've got a very, very solid support network around me. I'll have a look, Max. Yeah, so I've got a really good support network. But yeah, so Saturday, as I was saying, I've encountered bullies before. You know, and I see misrepresentation. I think there's someone that's doing it on one of the highest levels possible, and getting away with it. But when I see it, and I can call it out, I will call it out. And second place won't be there. Keep on dreaming, Matt, baby. The day I get beat by a civilian, I will hang up. I will eat my hat. Matt, that is a promise. If you beat me, I will eat my hat. I bloody said it now, haven't I? God damn it. Yeah, so there's a good friend of mine, Marcus, runs a brand called Estribos Argentina. They make the polo belts, which if you've ever seen a polo belt in the UK, whether it be one of his or another, he was the original guy. What's this talk of bullies? I thought that was minimal in the army today. Yeah, absolutely is, and I'm getting to that point. I was saying, as a guardsman and lance corporal, you used to experience it. I mean, as ever, you know, you get these senior guys that have gone nowhere. They get used to get their kicks out of repeated violations, violent or criminal behaviour. TikTok, honestly, it kicks off over anything. So yeah, so. Basically, there was a guy at one of the stands with fake Argentine polo belts that were 20 quid, and I just went up looking at them because they had a label that said Argentina, and then the guy on the stand come up behind me and quite sillily tried to threaten me, and I just kind of, I don't want to get told off by TikTok, but basically we had a discussion. And I think he thought he could intimidate me, and as I then was speaking to Marcus later, I was like, these bullies are just there everywhere. They think they can intimidate people, but you know, there's been far bigger bullies than some old flipping fat man on a bloody trade stand in Oxfordshire, so that I've come across. So yeah, but it's, you know, it was one thing I thought I'd got past and wouldn't encounter ever again in life, but apparently they're still out there, and people will misrepresent where things are manufactured, and clearly doing what I'm doing, it's something I want to call out where best I can. So yeah, so that was Saturday. That was Sunday, sorry. Monday I had a phone call from a gentleman that's nominated us for a Heropreneur Award, which will be in the Shard in November, hopefully. So that'll be quite interesting if we manage to get that. And then yesterday, Lockie, I didn't realise, mate, does it happen often? Oh my God. I mean, when I see it, I call it out, but there's one of the big double barrel ones, basically does it in plain sight, but this guy, he's been told at multiple shows before, as is my understanding, that he has to take the particular labels that he had on his stuff off or leave, because it's against trading standards to be misrepresenting, I'm told. But yeah, so that's that. Yeah, so yesterday I am, if you're on Instagram, you'll see that Mr. Matt Holland keeps commenting, and we are in a running competition this April. So I was well ahead. Then he went and ran a marathon and got himself like 17k ahead. So I went out and ran. I went for a big long run. Yes, I got the lift in to into work, into Reading with Ruth, and then ran back to Windsor from Reading. So I got ahead, and then I think I did another one. I don't remember. And then after that we had the webinar for the Royal Windsor Horse Show, where we're exhibiting this year. How much does it cost to deliver your products across the UK for customers who buy, or is it included in price? So there's free shipping over, I think it's £250, or $3.99 or $4.99. I'd have to double check. I can't remember the last time I've been hobbled a 5k today. Yeah, I did hobble it. To be fair, I honestly, by the end of it, I had to, well, when we got to our finish point, I had to just bloody take me shoe, me trainer, me sock, and me bloody ankle brace off, because it was bloody hurting. But yeah, pain is temporary, glory is forever. Forever. So yeah, and then I had my meeting with my mentor yesterday, Heather. So if Matt is me big brother, she's me big sister, and we sort of spoke through, because I've been put in touch with a government lender who's basically, their whole goal is to stimulate growth in the UK and build this pot of government money. So they sort of said we tick every single box. But if the Green Party wanted to buy your products, would you refuse? We don't talk politics, but I don't need money that much. Yeah, so basically I spoke through the next bit of documentation requested from them with Heather, and we basically, and then I've spent today going through my cash flow forecast and putting that out to 2030, which, when numbers hurt my head and spreadsheets hurt my head, yeah, I think you know the answer there, Bill, didn't you? But yeah, when numbers and spreadsheets hurt my head, like, that is something that I really struggle with. And so I sat down today behind my laptop for like probably 2 straight hours doing numbers, and like, when one bit of a formula doesn't work, and I was trying to bloody work out how to do it. But yeah, it's entertaining. But at the end of it, I felt quite like proud of myself, because I'd done my cash flow forecast right out of 2030. And Matt, you'll have to have a look at it. Actually, you'll I'll just bang my ankle on my other foot. But yeah, no, you'll because I basically got told it's too ambitious for where it was. Because sort of back November, December time, I was trying to get investment. How? Oh yeah, you've got the link, haven't you? Did you look? Have you looked in the last hour or so, Matt? Anyway, and so yes, so what was I just saying? Yeah. Sorry. Shush. I'm being shushed by Ruth.
No, my Instagram.
So yeah. So anyway, so that's where we are. It's been a frustrating week. Solicitors don't seem to want to play ball. Encountering bloody bullies, but I suppose the final piece is what's your favourite product you sell? Oh my lord, bloody heck, that is a question and a half, isn't it? I suppose it's seasonal, but right now it's got to be these hats because how much crap people give me for them, but they're selling, so bloody people obviously like them. Get Rue to do a couple of runs for you this weekend, question mark. We're away at the East Anglian Game Fair, so we're doing our last run Friday.
Yeah.
Friday morning, another one tomorrow. No, Friday. We're doing a run Friday, and then that'll be it for the weekend. Yes, I am, Bill. I think in my first financial year, from direct donations or like monetary donations or donations to raffles, I think it was something like just shy of $3,000 we raised. That was mainly through donations for charity raffles. Excuse me, but bless you. But yeah, so we raised quite a lot. Can hands up say the quarter zips are my favourite? Hey, Hetty. Maybe get the show's cast involved. Well, when we move to Birmingham, we're actually going to be, I think it's half a mile from the Black Country Living Museum, which is where Charlie Strong's Yard was filmed. So we're definitely going to go there and have some pictures done, haven't we? We've got to, obviously. So yeah, and then looking forward. Oh, that's what I was going to say. Yes, although I'm not like, the Bible is like as it happened, but I think when people have asked me, and I heard someone say it's a good moral scaffolding to build your life upon. But look up the story of Genesis 19 and with Lot. That happened to me last week, but that's not something other than just that. It was a bloody tough week last week, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, to say the very least. But we're
that bad.
We're through the woods though, so that's the main thing. Big things are coming. So that's it. Looking forward then, we're at the East Anglian Game Fair this weekend. We're at the Roast Beef Club tomorrow at the Hurlingham Club, or the Hurlingham Club is hosting the Roast Beef Club. So, I mean, that's going to be 500 millionaires all in one room, and I'm the only trade stand there. So, it's a charity event in aid of the Coldstream Guards, but because I'm still serving, I've been invited along with an understanding that I make a donation of any takings. Rule Britannia, you should be Prime Minister. How many people are in your company? What do they do? Are you bloody sussing me out or something, Bill? Technically, the company has no employees. I would defo vote for Jacob. I could probably inspire the nation, but flipping it to run the thing. Pass. Thank you very much. I like doing what I'm doing too much. But so Roast Beef Club at the Hurlingham in Fulham tomorrow. East Anglian Game Fair this weekend, and then before we know it, we're going to be at badminton. I look forward to doing the Wednesday waffle at badminton. Delta Fire Team, Charlie Fire Teams, you run it on your own. Well, no, there's Ruth is with me as well, but we're obviously still both working. Well, technically I'm on resettlement leave, so I'm in it full time, but the military is still paying me for a few months. Because I served so long, I get an extended amount of resettlement time to adjust into civilian life, which I'm doing okay. So yeah, so that's that. That's the week as a whole. Yeah, that's pretty much the long and short of it, gang. So if there aren't any final questions, I will bid you all adieu. I will wish you good night, and I'm not going to let the cat out of the bag.
No.
No, I'm not. I'm
No.
not allowed to let the cat out of the bag.
No.
No, shut it down.
Shut it down.
Okay. Right. Good night, all. Hey, Heather. We'll see you at the weekend. Bark as a question. Yeah. So anyone watching, by the way, if you ever get into business doing pop-up stands, trade stands, and you want to know the fastest way of packing up, speak to that girl right there. Her and her fella have got it nailed. The first time I saw it happen, I did not know what the hell had just gone on. But yeah, no, cool. Good night, all. God bless. And as always, God save the king. Didn't mean to do that. God save the king. Oh, no, I haven't gone off. See you later. Done. YouTube, bloody good to have you. Matt, you were obviously there, so you probably won't be watching back, but if you are, bloody good to see you. And yeah, you know, we're starting to gain followers now, or subscribers to the channel, so please do, if it's the first time watching, subscribe, see what we're getting up to with everything Lockwood Premium British Smocks, building the brand. Good night, God bless, and as always, God save the king.